January 21st, 2026. Davos is no longer a summit. It is a wake. Outside, the snow buries the town in silence. Inside, the mood is terminal. For decades, this was the temple of the inevitable global order. Today, it is a crime scene. The atmosphere is not fear, it is embarrassment. French President Emmanuel Macron took the stage wearing sunglasses, indoors. A desperate attempt to hide the physical toll of the last 3 months. He looked less like a head of state and more like a debtor who missed a payment. He opened with a line that will be written on the tombstone of the European Union. He said, "It is a time of peace and stability." And then, something unprecedented happened. The audience laughed. Not with him, at him. It was a nervous, hollow laughter. The sound of an illusion shattering in real time. We are witnessing the League of Nations. 1938. The speeches are polite. The buffet is expensive. But the men in this room know the truth. The armies are already moving. While Macron spoke of peace, the United States was finalizing a hostile takeover. The trigger is Greenland. President Trump has issued an ultimatum that ends the transatlantic alliance. The terms are brutal. 100% tariffs on all European Union exports, unless Denmark and the EU surrender sovereignty over the island. Washington views Greenland as the new Eastern Shield, a non-negotiable strategic asset in the war for the Arctic. To ensure compliance, the White House did not use diplomacy. They used humiliation. Hours before the summit, Trump's team leaked a private letter from Macron. In it, the French president begged for a delay. He pleaded for European dignity. The American response was silence. This is the Suez moment of the 21st century. In 1956, President Eisenhower forced Britain and France to kneel in the Sinai, proving they were no longer empires. In 2026, the United States is stripping the EU of the last illusion of independence. Europe is not a partner, it is a vassal. And the rent is due. But the death blow to the old order didn't come from Washington. It came from the ultimate insider. Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney took the podium. For years, Carney was the poster child of the World Economic Forum, the good student. Today, he became an apostate. He began with a metaphor from Václav Havel, the story of the greengrocer who puts a communist slogan in his window. Not because he believes it, but because he wants to avoid trouble. Carney looked the audience in the eye and said, "The rules-based order is the poster, and Canada is taking it down." The silence in the room was absolute. Canada, a Five Eyes member, explicitly confirmed new strategic partnerships with Beijing. He rejected the American containment strategy as suicide. He delivered the most brutal line of the summit, a maxim for the new world. If we are not at the table, we are on the menu. The Anglosphere has fractured. The West is no longer a bloc. It is a sinking ship, and the rats are swimming toward China. While Carney delivered the eulogy on stage, the real work was happening in the shadows. Away from the cameras, inside the American security perimeter, a meeting took place that wasn't on the schedule. Kirill Dmitriev, the architect of Russia's financial survival, walked into the room with President Trump's transition team. Note who was missing. No French, no Germans, no European Union officials. They were not invited because they are not players. They are the collateral. We are witnessing the partition of the West, a secret handshake between Washington and Moscow to manage the decline of Europe. And what of the World Economic Forum's beloved Agenda 2030? It was mentioned only as a relic, a dead language spoken by bureaucrats who haven't realized that they've been fired. It is a zombie agenda, walking, but no longer alive. The era of global governance is over. The era of imperial partition has begun. The chaos of the West met the silence of the East. Amidst the panic, China's vice premier took the stage. No sunglasses, no sweat. He delivered a statement that would be hilarious if it weren't so deadly serious. He claimed China never deliberately pursued a trade surplus. He positioned Beijing as the reluctant defender of open markets. Behold the ultimate irony of the 21st century. The Chinese Communist Party is now the sole guardian of free market capitalism, watching the so-called free world commit economic suicide by building tariff walls. The reversal is total. 10 years ago, China came to Davos to learn. Today, Macron came to beg for capital, while Beijing sat back, calmly managing the estate sale of the West. And so, the verdict is rendered. Globalism did not end with a nuclear bang. It ended with nervous laughter in a Swiss ski resort. Davos 2026 was the moment the mask fell off. The international community is a fiction designed to keep you docile. The rules-based order is a poster in a shop window that no longer exists. Forget the speeches, forget the handshakes. From this point forward, there are no allies. There are only predators and prey. This is the grand brief, and this is the sense we make of the chaos.